the quiet Igbo-speaking town of Umuagu, deep in Delta State, the sound of the Ekwe drum echoed through the evening air, calling villagers to the moonlight tales. But inside Enz Iminaik's compound, a different story was unfolding, a story of pain and betrayal. Iminaik was a wealthy man, blessed with a son, Chidi, and a beautiful wife, Ugochi. Their home was once filled with laughter, until tragedy struck. Ugochi fell ill and died suddenly, leaving Chidi motherless at the age of 10. A year later, Iminaik married again. His new wife, Adanma, was a woman of striking beauty, but behind her graceful smile lay a heart as wicked as the spirits of the forbidden forest. A home turned into a prison. At first, Adanma pretended to love Chidi, stroking his hair and feeding him sweet dumplings. But the moment she had a son of her own, Obi, everything changed. Chidi was no longer treated as the heir of Enz Iminaik's house. His meals became smaller, his chores doubled, and his voice was no longer heard. "Your mother spoiled you too much," Adanma spat one evening as she tossed him a piece of dry yam. "Eat and be grateful." One day, she accused Chidi of stealing from the yam barn, even though it was Obi who had taken the tubers. Without asking questions, Iminaik beat his son mercilessly, believing his wife's lies. As Chidi lay on the cold mud floor that night, staring at the thatched roof, he knew he was no longer safe in his own home. The deadly errand. One morning, while the village cocks were still crowing, Adanma handed Chidi a black clay pot filled with palm oil. "Take this to the shrine in the evil forest before the sun rises. If you return before the cock crows again, you will live." Chidi's heart pounded. The evil forest was cursed, filled with restless spirits, whispering voices, and things unseen. No one who entered ever returned. But he had no choice. With trembling hands, he carried the pot and walked deep into the thick forest. The wind howled through the twisted trees, and unseen eyes watched from the shadows. As he reached the shrine, a sudden cold wind wrapped around him, and a soft voice whispered, "Chidi." He turned, and before him stood a ghostly figure, a woman dressed in flowing white wrappers, her face glowing in the moonlight. "Do not be afraid, my son," she said. Chidi's breath caught in his throat. It was his mother, Ugochi. "Your stepmother sent you here to die, but the spirits have seen her wickedness." She took the pot from his hands and poured the palm oil into the earth. Instantly, the ground shook, and the forest came alive with whispers. "Go home, my son. Justice awaits." The fall of Adanma. When Chidi stepped out of the forest before dawn, the villagers gasped in shock. Adanma's face turned pale. "Impossible. He should be dead," she screamed, stepping backward. Just then, a strong wind blew through the compound, and a mysterious voice filled the air. "The wicked shall not go unpunished." Before the villagers' eyes, Adanma fell to the ground, writhing and screaming as her body twisted unnaturally. Enz Iminaik, realizing his foolishness, ran to embrace his son, tears streaming down his face. "My son, forgive me," he cried. But it was too late. Adanma was cast out of the village, never to be seen again. And so, peace returned to Chidi's home. But the villagers never forgot the lesson. Evil may thrive for a while, but the spirits see all.
You mighty!
Yeah.